YouTube family, welcome back. I'm not sure what time it is right now, wherever you are, the beginning of your day, the middle, or the end, but either way, I appreciate you taking out time to watch this video. If it's your first time here, my name's DevanOnDeck. I speak about fashion and tech, and today I'm gonna update y'all on my newest fragrances of what I've been testing out this year. Some of the stuff from last year didn't make the cut. If you wanna see the older video, I will put it down in the description, but this is about now, the 2019 update, and then stay tuned to the end, because I'm gonna tell you which ones I have my eye on for the summer, and I would love your input from the FragCom, the fragrance community, on which one I should get next. Now, for those of y'all that caught my video from last year, you might remember the Iconic blend by Original Penguin, and I was really surprised at this fragrance because this brand is more so of a clothing and accessory brand, not so much a grooming and fragrance brand. And because I like that so much, I picked up two of their other scents this year. This first one is their premium blend, and this is my day-to-day, like my most worn spring scent. I'm wearing it right now, and I usually wear it most regular days where nothing special is really happening. It's just a nice, fresh, light scent. Not really crisp, but more so like wood, little rosemary in there, a little bit like a fresh lime rind or like a lime peel, you feel me? And the best part about it that it lasts all day. But by the nighttime, I usually switch over to the Original blend. Now this is definitely my spring scent for a nighttime situation. So if I'm just going out for drinks with my boys or something like that, you're gonna get like peppery notes in there, a little bit of smell of leather, you know, just those manly smells that you know you want in more of a evening cologne, or that I would want at least. Next up, we have my most highly recommended cologne across the board. If you're talking YouTube, Instagram, real life, everybody told me I need to get Creed Aventis. And guess what? Y'all were right. Now when you first put it on, it comes in with like some sharp birch notes. So like slightly sweet, but not too sweet. More so woodsy than sweet. I feel like after I wear it for about 30 minutes or an hour, it kind of starts getting a little bit of a vanilla smell to it, a little bit of a musk. But again, like the sweetness isn't overpowering the manliness, right? I feel like the musk is a stronger scent. I probably get asked about this cologne more than any other cologne on this list. Even though it's not necessarily my favorite, it's definitely my most manly and the one that definitely makes more of a statement. Like especially on the walk by, people are like, oh, what's going on there? It's kind of a neck turner. So I see why you guys definitely recommended it. It's really good. I like it, and I definitely wear it on days when I know I want to make a bold statement, especially if I know I got a fit that is fire. So there we go. Now this one also made the cut from last year's video, and it's Limbaugh by Cartier. And this is the one I put on when I want to make a memorable statement. Not necessarily a bold one, but it's the only scent that I have, in my opinion, that smells like a luxury designer scent. It smells prominent, but not overstated. So I'm not screaming across the room, but I make my presence known. And that's more of how it feels, in my opinion. And the reason being because the base, right, is like a wood, like a musk, but that overall note, the overall scent is more sweet. You get honey notes in there, maybe a rich caramel. It's like inviting, it's very warm. It's very welcoming. So this is the one I put on when I dress up, when I get a little more dapper. Like I know I'm smart casual, but when I get a little bit more smart, when I'm going somewhere really important, when I want to make a memorable impression, this is the one I put on. Now these next two are by a boutique fragrance company named Abbott out of New York City. And every scent they make is inspired by a real place in the world, like in nature. And I've been using them for about a year now, and these are actually great. They're very strong. They stay on you all day. Not strong as in overpowering, but strong as in like they last long. This first one is called the Cape. Now hear me out. This is inspired by the beaches of Cape Cod, Massachusetts, specifically in the winter time. I know it sounds crazy specific, but I'm from the Bay Area. I remember the winter, fall time, cold nights by the beach. This definitely reminds me of that. You got moss in there, you got mint in there, so it's a good balance of like manliness and freshness, and then like a little hint of ginger as well. So it's a really complex scent, surprisingly, for having like such little ingredients. And again, it lasts all day. I like it personally, and it reminds me a little bit of home. And this next Abbott scent is called Telluride, and it's inspired by the mountains of Colorado. And I would say this is kind of similar to the Original blend by Penguin, but a little bit less leathery and more so earthy. Like you ever been camping before? Like real camping, not like in a cabin, but like actual camping. And you step out your tent in the morning, that's what it smells like. It smells like that. I'm not sure how these guys pull off putting all natural oils and scents and things from the earth into this stuff, but it smells great. I like it. This is definitely, like the Telluride, it's definitely like a backup date night cologne for me. Now last but definitely not least on this list is the heaviest hitter that I have in my entire rotation, and that is Dolce & Gabbana's The One. As you can see, it's almost completely gone out of the bottle. I got this little vial right here of a travel size backup, but I need to get more ASAP. And the reason why this is my favorite cologne of all time, because it is my wife's favorite fragrance on me. You feel me? So if it gets me where I need to go, I love it. If you like it, baby. You get what I'm saying? This scent is very sexy. It's very warm, a bit sweet, but then has like a smokiness to it as well to balance it out. The projection on it is very shallow, but it's not a big deal because my wife has to get close to me if she wants to get a good whiff of it. So that gets points there for a date night cologne. And also it doesn't last that long either, but also that's still fine because it achieves the goal I have of taking my wife out at night. So I'm only gonna need it for what, 3 or 4 hours max? So it's the perfect scent for the purpose I use it for, and that concludes this list. Now when it comes to the ones I want to try out, I'm torn between 2 different ones. One is Another 13 by Le Labo. It's one of the favorite ones that I had from last year that I used all the way up. It was a smaller bottle, so it's definitely gone all the way now. And I'm thinking about either replacing that or trying Chanel Blue. One of my boys had it and I just put it up to my nose like, oh yeah, I like that scent, and it smelled very designer like my Cartier. So if you try either of those, which one would you pick? Would you go with Le Labo or Chanel? Let me know right now in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. And before I get out of here, I'm gonna go over the sneaker of the day. Now if you know this channel, this should surprise you. These are Nikes, okay? You guys know I almost never do any mainstream brands. This is the only shoe, or the only shoe model in my collection that has made the cut that isn't underground, okay? So I have this same shoe. It's Nike Vapor Max Flyknit in green, in a tonal green, just like this, obviously in its blue color. Then I also have it in black, okay? It's very streamlined, almost like you're wearing a sock, super lightweight, very comfortable. And I usually wear them with my grown man joggers or when I'm traveling, and I go for the tonal on purpose because it just makes it feel a little more subtle when it's the same color on top and bottom. So if you like them, I'll link them down below. Even though these are sold out, I'll just go to like the Nike website so you can find other ones in different colors. And if you're still watching this video, I appreciate you making it all the way to the end. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.